Welcome to the first video of fireback framework tutorial. In this video we're gonna go and quickly build our software. And for those you don't know, fireback is a Golang language kind of framework, which is a bit different than the traditional frameworks. It aims to be a real software, and it aims to solve many problems by code generation and having some pre-built modules, for example, user management authentication. And it aims to be a backend desktop and also a tool for building native apps. Basically, with Fireback, you can build much faster two native apps than like traditionally in a hybrid framework. But it's mainly a backend framework. It's going to be a CLI tool. But in this video, we're just going to go and getting started. If you want to learn more about it, there is another video for it. Just talk about around an hour why and what is the benefit. All right, so Fireback is a Golang project, and this repository here is its source code. The thing about it is not a module itself. So when you copy this project, it will be yours, and it's like we don't get it updated. It's not a like module you install in your project. Rather, it's a boilerplate, and everything is inside it. So in practice, it's much better to have a copy of a project as such, rather than like having a module installed and like try to update it and like dependency management. So the idea is when you just copy this, you have a lot of work already in place. Like imagine you write it, and it's just like a head start, and also tool and code generation like helps you to stay very focused on the business rather than managing like database and other things. What I'm gonna do is basically go and into the folder I have called work. I'm going to create a directory called test fireback, and then I'm going to cd to that, and I'm going to write git clone http, no sorry, this one, and depth 1. So basically we just clone the repository, and what happens is we need to go inside it, and this is our project. So everything we need is inside here. And this is basically a Golang project, and there's nothing to it. I mean, there's not much of a special setup or something. You just put some code called like inside the make file. So if I use make, if you know that, it's a script management something. We could like basically run this, and if you don't have make installed on Windows, I'm going to show in a second how you can do it, but if I press make, it's gonna go and cd to the folder called cmd, and you will have this binary built. I mean, so it's just gonna copy it for me on the Mac into the like user local bin. So what you're going to do is, if you don't have a Mac and you just want to do things manually, is you go to cd fireback server and then write go run dot. That's all you need to create this binary like usual Golang projects. And then what you're going to do is go run dot init, and it's going to initialize the project. You put a name, select the database, SQLite, and then enter the port, gRPC port, folder, file uploader, and that's it. So if you write go run start, it's gonna run a HTTP server, and you can write your front end or mobile app on top of that. Now, basically, this is all you needed to do to run the Fireback, and like you can manage your own way of working. So how you work on it, how you do auto completion, that's totally up to you. Nevertheless, there is a way to like run tasks if you are using VSCode, and then you can write reconfig project, and you can name this like web server 1, I don't know, WDS for example, and then test. And what it does is on the project is goes and renames like this folder for your web server, and then make some modifications to the naming here, like web server 1 test and these kind of things. Like you didn't have to use that at all. You could rename it manually, but it does for you. And then if you want to build like a project for production, I'm sorry if it is too obvious for Golang developers. I'm just saying that for people who might not really work previously with Golang. What happens is we just go here and we run dev, and then we can like create something built. And if we write everything, for example, if I go here, let me check. Make everything. It's gonna build for Mac, like go build with flags, and then zip the file, and it's gonna put all of them into the artifacts folder. You could change this folder name or any other structure. It's totally up to you how you want to build it. The point is, it doesn't have anything special to run, like it doesn't need Docker or something. You just go and build it with Go tools, and then you can build it for a variety of the architectures. So if you didn't know, for example, let this be built, and we're gonna go to the artifacts folder. Sorry, I'm gonna check this one. I don't know why it didn't work. We see the why we didn't have. Oh, we renamed it. That's fine. So we go to artifacts folder, and then fireback. Maybe no. Web server 1, server all, and then let's check web server ARM Darwin. It says it's bad CPU, so probably we need AMD Darwin. Yeah. So it's a binary, like in Windows, it's going to be an exe file. While this is working, like making everything, basically we are building the executable file even for Windows on Mac machine. That's part of Golang. It's a benefit of that language. And yeah, so you're going to run this windows.exe on PowerShell, and it's going to lift up the backend web server. So thank you for watching this. Maybe also check this folder, VSCode tasks. You will see like you can generate a new module. And it's based on the idea you have this WBS on your path already. So you might want to also change this into, for example, WBS.exe if you're on Windows. And so you know how to handle it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next chapter.